Hello, BookTube. I thought I would make another reminder to all of you out there. I make these as often as I can about the other place on YouTube where you can find me talking about books, and that is the Cedarburg Public Library. Cedarburg Public Library Radio's Books of the Week, if that isn't too much of a mouthful. The Cedarburg Public Library in Cedarburg, Wisconsin has a radio show, a podcast called Books of the Week. And my overextended manager, Jeff, and I do a show every week where we talk about one new release in nonfiction, one new release in fiction, and then a barrage of wildcard picks that he does from his own library. He is the guy in charge of buying stuff at his library, so they're all new releases. But unlike on this channel, where you often get my first reactions when I'm opening stuff, but you don't often get any follow-up along those lines, I still, in all this time, have not really done any kind of book reviews on this channel of new titles. I just automatically, reflexively think of that as something for the written word, not a video. But over there, you will hear it. Over there, I do at least 2 books a week. Sometimes the wild card has 4 or 5 new books that add on to that. And I go into some depth. We get a little time, so we get to go into some depth on each of those books. And I often tailor my picks for the popular audience in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. So it'll not only be a different kind of assessment of a book than you usually get on this channel, but it'll often be a different kind of book. I will leave a link to Cedarburg Public Library Radio's YouTube channel down below. Our new episode is up for today. In addition to it being a place where you can hear me talk about books other than here, there's one other thing that I could say in its favor, and I should say it more strongly than the first one, which is that it will make you feel good. It will make you laugh. And I think we can agree that that's not in as heavy supply as we can need. So any show that you can listen to, and you keep in mind, Jeff has visuals and he puts the covers of books up, but we also identify what we're talking about, so you can just play it as a podcast. And it's not often that a podcast can be guaranteed to make you smile, but you will with this. Jeff and I have a great deal of fun. I have gotten many emails from people saying it's amazing how natural you two make your script sound. And I've got a great many emails saying, well, it's obvious that you and Jeff have been friends for decades, otherwise this wouldn't work the way it does. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to such people. But as long as you enjoy the show, that's fine by me. And if you go over and you enjoy the show, I would appreciate it if you would do all the YouTube things that I never ask you to do on this channel. But I definitely want you to do them over there, because in addition to pleasing you, which is, of course, I was going to say it was our number one goal for the show, but Jeff's number one goal for the show is to avoid angering me. And after that, to please you. But my goal is definitely to please you. And in addition to that, we also want the show to prosper. And unlike on this channel where you can't shut me up, over there, this is an extra program. It's a library. It's a civic thing. Any of you of any connection to that will know that what you need in a situation like that is to get your ducks in a row. It's to armor plate what you're doing so that it can't be picked apart by committees that exist only to pick things apart. So if you want to go over there and like the video, maybe add a comment in order to boost the visibility in the algorithm, maybe share the video, show it to people who might want to see it, might want to learn about it, spread the word about it, and even, if you want, feel free to sign up for our Patreon. We have a Cedarburg Public Library Books of the Week Patreon. I don't remember how much Jeff charges for it. I think it's only one tier. We do occasionally make original content for that Patreon. And I want to, stress again what I stress in every episode of the show itself, which is that none of that money is going to me or Jeff. It's going to the friends of the public library. And if you know anything about your own library, you will know how invaluable the friends are. They are incredible. So we're happy to funnel those funds to them, and also the viewership. That also helps. It raises consciousness all around the Cedarburg area. Any practical yardstick of approval or notice that the show can get is another thing that will bulletproof it against any kind of bureaucratic interference, which is good. because we've had it suffer from bureaucratic interference before, and we'd rather not have it again. Uh, of course, if you decide to sign up for the Patreon, feel free to go to the website for the Friends of the Cedarburg Public Library and drop them a line about how much you like the show. All that kind of real world stuff goes a long way with a thing like this. So go over and like, subscribe, share, comment, all that sort of stuff. Don't do it here, but go over and do it there, because I think you'll enjoy it. That's all this video is. It's just my weekly reminder to any of you out there. If you haven't ever clicked on the link, if I've somehow missed me talking about it, it's well worth your time to go and see. I think that the people in this comments field will attest to any of you newcomers or fence sitters that it's worth your time. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, but I'll be back. Thank you.